Welcome back, everybody. It's Cape Rugby TV. We carry on talking about club rugby. Well, of course, as you know, online activities continue for Western Province Rugby, and a large part of that has been education. And over certainly the last 18 months or so, we've seen an enormous spike in online education, from referees to development courses, media courses. It really has been a tremendous amount of online activity. Well, of course, one of the big elements of education at Western Province Rugby is coaching. And from the education department, joining me back on the line now is Nazeem Adams at Western Province Rugby. Nazeem, welcome back to Cape Rugby TV. How are you, Mania?
No, I'm good, JP. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we haven't spoken to you for a while. Of course, we know that there's been many disruptions and delays. 1 week one is on, then there's a new announcement from government, and it's very disruptive. But you've got your coaching courses back on track now, and I believe your next coaching course is on the 10th of September.
That's right, JP. We're glad to be back. The last one was on the 4th of June, and we were due to have one on, I think, the 25th of June for level 2. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that course. So hopefully later in the year, we will have 2 level 2 courses. I think the one will be in November, the other one in December. Obviously, like you said, on the 10th of September, we will start with our level 1 courses.
Nazeem, maybe just before we go too much into the actual details, but for the folks that are watching out now who have never been involved, what is the difference between a level 1 and a level 2? What does that mean?
Look, JP, a level 1 is an attendance course. You can't fail, if you can use that term. So you just come, you do your online prerequisites, your online test, you register onto World Rugby, you attend the course. We will do some assessments there, but then you're guaranteed to have a certificate, a level 1 certificate. After level 1, you will have to do 1 season of coaching. Then you can apply for a level 2. Okay? Then the level 2 is obviously more in detail, and that is over 2 days, while a level 1 is only over 1 day. After that, after you've done and attend those 2 days, then you must still do actual coaching at your club. You will have to do a 6-week diary where you will have to log in 6 games, and then you will have to invite the educator to come and assess you practically.
So when you get to the level 2, things become a little bit more serious. You've got to do your diaries, you've got to do your practicals, you actually have to do a bit of hands-on coaching as well.
Yes, JP, in the past, I mean, the level 2 is now a little bit more practical. In the past, what we have done is when we come out to assess you, we will normally let you do a skill drill and then we'll assess you. But now you'll have to take a full team and have a full training session. So it's quite intense. And you also have to, even in the course, the 2-day course, there's a lot of practical assessments that's being done. So it's a continuous assessment. So the final phase is where we will come out and do your practical assessments at your club. And if you adhere to all the requirements, then you will get your level 2.
Nazeem, now your next coaching course now is the level 1, and whenever we see you guys communicating about coaching courses, you're always saying that it's World Rugby level 1 or World Rugby level 2 for 7s or 15s or strength and conditioning. Does that mean that when you're talking about a World Rugby level course, that all the coaching courses around the world are the same?
No, not all the courses. But the courses are the same. But we in South Africa, luckily, I mean, we adhere to the World Rugby level 1 and level 2 courses, which is actually a good thing. Because with that certificate, you can go right through the world and it's being recognized. And you are being accredited. And you can coach right over the world. Use that as your certificate.
So one of the elements of the World Rugby coaching courses is the World Rugby passport. So World Rugby, maybe tell us a little bit about that, because World Rugby has seemed to standardize information, and that's part of one of the requirements, right, is that you do your online elements of the World Rugby passport also.
100%. And that is a vital part. I mean, I know last time we spoke and you said there's a lot of tests and stuff that need to be done, but that's important because that is part of your learning process. If you don't know, JP, it's not only the practicals. You also need to know the laws, the rules around concussion, first aid. All those things is important. Then you also need to know your key factors, your introduction to coaching, how to deal with children, how to deal with S&C. All those online courses and tests is important because it helps you holistically to become a coach. You can't just focus on what happened on field. Off-field stuff, conditioning, all those things is important. And that is what is so brilliant about World Rugby. They incorporate all those things. And then when you ultimately get your certificate, you know about the range of things and not only on-field stuff.
Of course, one of the newer elements that's been added into the coaching is the COVID awareness. So as a coach, you also need to understand the guidelines around COVID's healthy safety protocols.
100%. I mean, we're living in a new world now, and the reality is the COVID, and it's a big challenge for all of us. And it's absolutely vital that our coaches do that. Even if you are accredited level 1 or 2 coach, you still need to do that COVID-19 certification.
So Nazeem, if I do your level 1 or level 2 coaching course and I've got a team and I've done all my homework, will my team win?
Look, not necessarily. You still, JP, you still need to have the players, and you still need to do the hard work. That is guidelines, and if you follow it, most probably your team will win, or they'll have a better chance of winning.
But you of course are also going to bring in a couple of the, let's call it, Western Province rugby flavors. I mean, we've got so many skills, and we see that many of our coaches are now being exposed to the likes of the professional structures. You're learning. So once you get involved in the coaching circles of Western Province, it goes beyond the admin. We get taught a little bit about the running rugby of Western Province rugby.
100%, JP. That is what we advocate. And not only that, if you come and do your level 1 or your level 2, you know what? All coaches are free to attend. I know with COVID now, it's obviously difficult, but you are free to come and attend, whether it's under 20, Western Province under 20 coaching sessions or training sessions. Yeah. You're free to attend that. We also have online courses where we have more interaction with coaches. And if, hopefully, when we are allowed to have spectators and coaches to come into training sessions, that interaction will be vital, because we also have now a program with the women where we invite the ladies to come and attend training sessions.
Nazeem, we'll leave it at that. We know you guys are working very hard behind the scenes. We had head coach John Dobson on the show with us last week that pointed out exactly the same, is that they are able to pass on their knowledge to the club structures. Rito Klongwane is on the show with us this evening, and of course we've spoken to Azzy, and we are aware of the high performance coaching as well for women's rugby. So we'll leave it at that. Congratulations, well done. We can't wait for the next course then on the 10th of September, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thanks, JP.
Thanks, Nazeem. Nazeem Adams, of course, Head of Education at Western Province Rugby. And yeah, get started. Get your World Rugby Level 1 coaching certificate. Just sign up with Western Province Rugby and get that ball rolling. Right, folks, well, of course, as you know, on a weekly basis, we take a look at what's happening at MChem 24-hour pharmacy, and you do need to consider getting a grip on the flu season. And it's important also for you to know that there are a number of high-risk categories. For example, pregnant women, the elderly, and of course, children under the age of 5. And did you know that children from 6 months older are eligible for the flu vaccination? So, if you want to find out more about the flu vaccination and getting the flu vaccination, you just get down to MChem 24-hour pharmacy. You can get your flu vaccine there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening, every day of the week, Monday to Sunday. And no appointment is needed. You simply need to just walk right in. And of course, one of the helpful nursing sisters can help you at MChem. Of course, MChem 24-hour pharmacy is always open and just there to help you. So get down there. Of course, remember there's free parking outside and it's very convenient to simply arrive at the store. So great to understand then that we need to be focusing on these high risk categories. So yeah, get down to MChem 24-hour pharmacy. Folks, we'll take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we carry on talking about club rugby. Back in a sec.